Hello everyone, very good morning and good evening. Welcome to our SAP MM demo sessions, and we'll be going through that how to start your career as SAP MM consultant. Okay, so we are here for SAP MM demo, and we will be covering 3-4 things. Let me tell you that what are the things we'll be covering it. This session will be conducted by myself, Parminder, and then Kunal. We both would be the trainer for SAP MM batch, which we are going to start from 14th of September. Uh, in the session, what are the things we are going to cover? The first thing I'm going to cover the roadmap. What is the path you need to follow as SAP MM consultant? That's what we would be doing it. That would be the first thing we would be covering it. So this is the first thing I want to cover. How to become SAP S4 HANA MM consultant, a journey to be a SAP S4 HANA MM consultant. So what are the things I have seen? You know that there's a lot of people who are getting trained or who goes for the training or who plan for the training who wants to become a SAP consultant, and especially SAP MM consultant. They all are not ending up becoming a consultant. Even 90% fails in it. So I do a lot of one-to-one career counseling, even more than 2000 career counseling I have done, where basically I focus, give me what are the things, why people are not able to become SAP consultant, what are the things they are missing. And in last 7 years of the trainings which we are doing, I have focused a lot on those specific things and try to add everything which an individual require to become SAP consultant. That's where basically this roadmap comes. That's where our bundles and our products also come, which we have put it in place. So to complete this journey, we have put it a handpicked products we have created, and we have also put it some tools and techniques so that you would be able to complete your journey and become SAP consultant. Whatever the things you require, it's available with you. So the journey starts from, if I say that from where the journey starts. Journey starts from SAP in a nutshell. So this is a course, SAP in a nutshell. So if you are the individual who does not know anything about SAP, you don't have any knowledge about SAP, right? SAP is new to you. Still, you can become a SAP consultant. Still, you can become a SAP sourcing and procurement or SAP MM consultant, right? So we understand people are belonging from the different backgrounds. Uh, Some people know SAP, some people does not know SAP. So the first thing before you jump, learning your module, you should be comfortable with SAP. At least know, ki, bhaiya, what is SAP? Why all these Fortune 500 companies implement SAP? What is the reason these big companies require ERP? Why SAP need to be implemented? Why they spend so much of time and money on SAP? Those all things you need to understand it, right? And within SAP, when you will be jumping in as a consultant, what are the things you need to do? What is implementation project? What happens in it? What is support project? What happens in it? What is SAP landscape? What is training system, quality system, development system? How the landscape looks like? What kind of different projects are there? So there is something generic information you need to have related to SAP before you started learning a particular module. Okay. So that is the course we are giving it as this is a prerequisite course. You need to understand this course. You need to go through this course before you starting with your SAP MM and sourcing and procurement. And basically this course will be starting in 2 weeks time. Exactly 2 weeks you are having it. All the people who have enrolled who are going to enroll, we will be asking you, boss, go through this course. Specifically, if you are new to SAP, go through in SAP in nutshell course. Okay, go through in SAP in nutshell course so that you are comfortable with the terminologies of SAP and what is SAP, what is the navigation in SAP. But we understand this is a 8 to 10 hours of course. Some people would be able to go through, some people would not be able to go through, some people miss it. So what we are doing, we are kind of creating 2 workshops so that these 10 hours of content we deliver in quick 3 hours workshop. And these workshops, people who are experienced, they would be able to skip that, but people who are new, they must attend them. Yeah, this is the workshop we are conducting it. This is SAP in a nutshell workshop. So it will be covering everything about it's a 3 hour session, but we'll take a break in between for 10 minutes. And we'll try to cover everything. If you're new to SAP, all the things which you need to know about SAP, you would be getting it from here. There's a 10 hours of prerequisite courses there. You can attend that, or you can have this workshop where basically I will conclude everything quickly in a workshop. Then 15 September, we'll be having another workshop. 15 September, we'll be having a workshop on SAP navigation. So that the basic things has been covered. You know the SAP, you know the SAP navigation, and then you can full-fledged jump into your journey. In this means does not mean that you're working as a consultant. If you're working as a consultant, if you are looking to learn end user, if you are there, you can go through this course. We'll be starting it from the very scratch. But this would be the prerequisite course, which we need to get it completed. Once this prerequisite course, even end user, even your non-end user, still, if you follow the path, you would be able to do the things. The other thing which we need to do is find your learning buddy. That is another milestone which you need to do, finding your learning buddy. So this is a buddy program which we have started, and we have a dedicated Telegram community where you need to go and you would be able to find a buddy which will be with whom you would be able to learn together. So once you have enrolled, you have access to Sastra Geek dedicated SAP MM community, which has roughly 150 people. Many of them has taken training from us, and they are now alumni. They are already working as a consultant, and they can also help you to get a job. Many of them who has just completed the trainings looking for the job, and many of them are there who is starting the training. So different kind of audience are there. There you need to go and find your learning buddy. You need to ask them that in the group that who have the similar, tell your location, from which country you are doing from, and ask them that if they can be the learning buddy. This impact of the learning buddy is very high. You know why I am putting this here, why we have put it specifically this here. A lot of people think about it. A lot of people start, but many quit. Many people quit, and many people the learning journey is very long. They are keep on doing something they do in a week, and then there's a 2 weeks gap. They're not able to do it. Then they try to restart. Even I have met a people who are putting their efforts almost for 3 years, and they are no close. They are not even a closer to become SAP consultant. These all things happen because you don't have monitorings, you don't have check. Having a learning buddy, you can connect with them on the weekly basis, and even sometime to resolve your problem, you just need another people to discuss the things with you. And the guy who is learning the same thing, you are joining, you're seeing that he is doing the assignment, then you also get motivated to do the assignments. You can have a check with each other. So always learning alone will be difficult. The chances of you quitting it, chances of you not completing the assignments would be more if you're alone. But if you study together, and that's the concept we were using in the childhood also, right? I used to go to my friend's house and we used to study together. Sometime he used to come to my place. We need to study. We were studying together. So when we are studying together, it's more fun, it's more social, and you would be able to explore more things. You would be able to resolve more, and you both can do check with each other. So we have seen the results of people who have find the buddy and learn the buddy. The results comes very quick, and their learning progress is also very fast. That's why we prefer go and select your buddy. So once you have selected a buddy, then we are jumping into our core course. This is our core course, SAP MM, S4 HANA Sourcing and Procurement. As soon as you enroll, you have access to this course. And you also have access to the live sessions. We'll also do the live session. There would be a 40 hours of live session we'll be doing. Always in all batch, it exceeded. The last batch somewhere we have completed in 50 hours. But we commit 40 hours of live session. And altogether, this content have core SAP S4 HANA MM starting from the business processes, starting from the master data, transactions, configurations, jumping into the details, all the things which is required for a consultant to know the core knowledge of SAP MM or sourcing and procurement module is available here. The video course is somewhere around 60 hours. There are few things we'll be asking you to go through the videos, but 40 to 50 hours, the most important content we try to cover in a live session. Again, we have a recorded video, but we are doing a live session because the live session, the energy is different. The engagement is different. The discipline is there. You are bounded to come to the session, right? And when you are come to the session, sit in the session, I would be asking the question, Kunal would be asking the question, this assignment was given. Boss, have you completed it? Why you have not completed? Show me some commitment by writing, I will complete it, right? So that kind of commitment we take. The energy is different in the live sessions. The discipline is there. That is the only reason we do the live session. Otherwise, all the content recorded is available. And as soon as you enroll for the course, this content would be available with you. This content would be available with you. Okay. So this is the thing which will be starting from 14th and 15th September. We are doing this workshop, and then from somewhere around 21st of September, we'll be starting the session 1. I will share the schedule with you, the full schedule which you need to follow. There would be 2 live sessions happening in a week. One live session I would be taking, and one live session Kunal would be taking. So once you have gone through this course, once you have completed this assignment, you understand SAP MM. You understand the technicality of SAP MM, configurations, master data, uh, business processes. Okay, those all things you already know it. But that is not enough to become a consultant. You need to do a lot of things. Okay, that is not enough. A lot of people covering here, focusing only here, giving 25 to 30 hours training and thinking, taking that training, they will become a consultant. You will have to do a lot of further things to become a consultant. You need not to only become a consultant, you need to also sustain as a consultant, work there as independently, right? So the another thing which you need to do after this, we have created a course, specific course to create a CV. 60 to 70% of the people are wrong in creating a CV itself. They are not able to create the right CV, which is required in the market. You need to create a CV. What kind of things you need to include? Template, reference CVs, how you need to show this training experience, how you can convert into a experience, mold into your existing experience, so that this can complement. Okay, how you can do those kind of things. So that are the things which will be covered in this short session. It's a self-paced, but it will be helping you to get your CV prepared. And I suggest once you are completed 70% of this course, you should start this course. Okay, there are the small videos are there, so that you understand how you need to build your CV, so that by the time 80 to 90% of the course is completed, your CV is ready. Your CV is ready. Once your CV is ready, then the next thing we need to do is you need to review your CV. And you are still not sure, yeah, this is correct for me or not, or I need to do something else. You are still not sure for it. So for that, basically, we have put it a mentorship session. So you would be able to book a call with your mentor. So I am there, Kunal is there, and we also have a specific mentors for you. Okay, right now Neha is acting as a mentor, so you would be able to book a session with her. You would be able to discuss with her. This is a CV I have created. I'm not able to receive the calls, review my CV. You can do a lot of things with this mentorship call. You can review your CV. You can review your assignments. You can you can also get your doubts clear. Sometimes you're not able to complete the training. Sometimes you got stuck. You're not able to cop up. Okay, all of your personal problem issues you can discuss with the mentor. What I need to do, what I am missing, what I need to do more, what I need to do extra, why other are doing, why I am not able to do it, what are the things I am missing it. This mentor would be able to guide you. This mentor would also be able to uh, uh, motivate you so that you don't leave. All these things we have put it, these are the checks. He would be giving you a target, he would be putting you in a check so that you keep continuing, you don't quit. You don't quit. One of the major reason that people are not able to become consultant is they quit. And we have put it all this structure, we have put it a lot of checks to make sure you keep continue. Even for joining this session also, you might have received a call. So we give a calls, we send a WhatsApp messages, we send the Telegram messages, we send the email so that you don't miss the session, you join it. We push you a lot. And sometimes when you are doing these things, which is self-motivated things, which is for your self-improvements, it requires a lot of push. Self-improvement, self-training, when you do it, it's the most beneficial, but that also requires a lot of push because you are not doing for any organization which is controlling and monitoring you. If the same work you need to do for a company, you will do like this. But when you do it, you need to do it for yourself. It takes a lot of push. And that is the push we are trying to do in this whole model, making sure you do the things and you don't quit. So by this journey, you know the basics of SAP. What is SAP? You know all the basics and core things. You know you have your learning buddy with you. You are learning with them. You have learned the SAP MM. You have prepared your CV, and you also have a mentor by which you have reviewed the CV. What is the other thing which is the most biggest problem? What is the biggest challenge? Why people are not able to become SAP consultant, SAP MM consultant? What do you think? Let me take your ideas, your thoughts quickly over the chat. And if you don't know anything, put NI. NI. I want your fingers to go into the keyboards and put something here so that your focus shifts back here. Quickly, NI if you don't have anything, or if you know what is the problem. What is the major and basic problem which people does not have, why they are not able to become SAP MM consultant? What problem they face? Good morning is a problem. Good morning is a problem. People never wake up. They never open their eyes to the actual things. So good morning, getting a people up and walking is can be a problem. No experience. Remy said experience is not there, and people require the experience, right? Experience in converting the business domain knowledge into SAP. Experienced people are required. No proper training, understanding, opportunity for the practical exposure. Anish said that's right. Focus. That's right. This is the one of the major problem. And it is not a problem. You need to understand why it is like that. You will go for SAP job search. Everybody is looking for the experienced people. Everybody need a ready candidate who can be directly jump into the projects. There is a reason why. Why in the SAP it is very challenging for a fresher to get a job, but if you are experienced people, you have been consumed like anything. Why it is like that? You need to understand the industry. It is like that. First thing you need to understand, this is not any XYZ software. This is a SAP as a software, which has been implemented by the most Fortune 500 companies. Big Now the middle and small scale industry also have, but it has been highly adopted by the large industry, which has a global business around the world. Their budgets, their revenues are in millions and trillions. Billions, and trillions are there in their revenues. That big are the companies are there, and they are depending on this software, SAP software, which has there a lot of data, which has a lot of configurations. So you as an experienced guy, if you do something wrong, or if you are not able to set up their process correctly, they are hampered. Their business got hampered. I have seen the problems, the real time problem where basically the adapter has done a mistake, but functional consultant has not checked. He has not given the proper, we can always share the blaming. He has not given the proper requirement. What developer has developed, functional consultant has not checked properly. And it happens for the South America, one of the country, from one of the very big client. And the transport move from the production, from the development system to quality and also into the production system. And from there, wrong billings has been generated for many of the customers. Because the wrong billing generated for many of the customer, they lose trust with the customers. The revenue has been lost. And when this thing gone into the market, their share value also came down. Their valuation of the company also came down because of these issues. So these can be the very serious issues. It can be the small and minor things, but you can impact the bigger things. The business can be stopped. Business can be put it on hold. I know another example from Malaysia. We always give the example, the success with SAP. We have another example from Malaysia where basically one of the very big company in Malaysia region, when they implemented the SAP, and they need to shut down their business in that region. Okay, there was multiple reasons, but one of the reason is SAP implemented. So the process has been implemented incorrectly. The people were not properly trained. Because of all these things, they need to shut down their business in Malaysia for some time. I know one of the place in Africa where the SAP has been implemented, and after the implementation of SAP, their outbound warehouse efficiency dropped to 30%. Earlier they were doing 100 dispatch, now they were able to do 30 dispatches. So you need to understand your importance. You need to understand you are handling a very critical software which need to be available 24 by 7, and business is depending on this software. That's why the experienced people are required. That's why everyone expect that the experienced people should be there. Only having a module knowledge is not enough. Only having a module knowledge is not enough. You should know how to convert this module knowledge into the practical knowledge. Okay, that is very important. That's where we have put it this course, and we have put it this course from last 4 years. It is there, and people is getting a lot of benefit from this course. Implementation and support project. Now, this course which we are giving complimentary available as a self-paced is itself 60 to 70 hours of the course. And it's not a small course, it's a very detailed course where I have started from the scratch of a project which I have implemented, explaining you the full business, what is manufacturing, how they procure it, how they transfer it, what are the different locations they have, what are their products. I have explained everything. Then we start with the discover phase, prepare phase, realize phase. We go phase by phase with the question and answer, fit and gap workshops, with the business blueprint document, with the reference BVP documents, with the identifying the RICE-FW, with creating a function specification, having a reference FS document. So as a consultant in an implementation project, what all things you need to do has been covered here. And this is the bigger training than this one, because you need to do a lot of additional things. You need to know a lot of additional things beyond knowing SAP MM. IDOCs you need to know, BAPIs you need to know, bodies you need to know, a lot of other things you need to know. That has been covered in this one. That is the practical knowledge beyond the module knowledge which you require is covered here. When you go through this course, you understand one implementation project, and then I also take you to give you exposure of one support project also. What tools you need to use in a support project, how you will be resolving a ticket, right? So when you go through this part, then you get a lot of content. Then you get a lot of content which you can go back and update in your CV. So once you have prepared the CV here, it is not like done and dusted. You'll have to keep on working with this. Okay, every week when you are gaining more knowledge from this course or from the further things, you need to add in your CV. Every week your CV need to get updated. Okay, so you need to update CV on the weekly basis from the knowledge you are getting. So from here, the knowledge you are getting, you will be able to tell in the CV that you have exposure to one implementation project where you have done the activities, fit and gap workshops, questionnaire with the business, preparing a business blueprint document, generating a functional specification, providing a solutions, custom solutions. All these things you would be able to insert in your CV. And that's what required in the market. That's what's required in the market. So this will become a very important course for you, which you need to get it done. Okay. And this also we have put it into the bits and pieces. And I started recommending you, once you have completed the 50% of this course, you can also start doing one video per day for this course. So this one would be only few videos are very big. Otherwise, it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes kind of videos are there. And you can grasp one video on the daily while doing a walk, your morning walk, or while going to the office, coming back from the office, or within a break in the office, you would be able to go through this video. So we have shown you as a step-by-step path, but in agile way, a lot of things happens in parallel, right? In agile way, we do a lot of things parallel. We implement SAP in agile mode. Why not to learn SAP also in agile mode? So you will be parallelly going through this course of implementation and support. And then after 70% of this completed, parallelly also starting your CV building course also. Okay. So we have shown in a path, but the parallel things also can be done. Now, once this is done, once you also know how the implementation projects happens, you also get a exposure to one implementation from this course. Now you need to start preparing for the interviews. And for that also we have a product which help you. It has some videos which shows you the key concepts at how the interview need to be given. Can you tell me over the chat, what is the biggest problem? What is the biggest problem people issue, or what is the biggest mistake people do during their SAP MM interviews? Quickly answer over the chat. You know, sir, मैंने कोई interview नहीं दिया. I don't have any idea. You can put NI, but you can put it in the chat. What is the biggest mistake people are doing during their interviews? Quickly over the chat. Okay. A lot of people have not experienced the interviews. They don't know. Communication is a problem. Answers are too technical. No business impact explained. Very good, Sadanand. Abhishek is saying that focusing only on SAP part, not on the business processes. Articulation of explanation of scenarios. Yes. Even what I will found, I'm taking a lot of interviews. We have an internal requirement in Sastra Geek. We are recruiting a lot of students we have onboarded as a consultant. They are working with us as a consultant. So wherever I need a less experienced people, or even the experienced people I need, first I go to my students community. Right now we need 2 SD experienced consultant, right? And what is the thing I am finding it out, even when your interviews start, everybody has a one same question to you. Can you please go ahead and explain yourself? That is the question itself. It is giving an impression that this guy is good or not. It's very simple question asked into all of the interviews, right? Even that question also, people are not able to articulate well. People are not able to explain, okay, for which job I came for, what this guy requires, what are the things in my profile I should talk in this interview. Okay, what are the things I need to elaborate it? What are the things I need to quickly tell? Some people are finishing in 20 seconds. Some people are not able to finish that question in 5 minutes also. They keep on speaking. They have pick it up one project and one project. What are the things they have done? They have elaborating. So people does not know what to talk, what not to talk, where to stop, where to end, how to articulate their even the exposure, their self exposures, how to articulate it. Even that people does not know. Okay, how to come into the interview. Some people I found that they are walking into the garden and taking the interviews. That shows that you are not serious about this job. And if I give that kind of interviews, if you are not sitting in front of, you're taking the from the phone, you're not sitting in front of table, chair, not decently clothed, and you are not and doing the from the laptop, you don't have a proper place, client immediately reject. Even for the basic things, whatever the good knowledge you have, if you don't have an attitude and if you don't have a seriousness, you get rejected. So there's a lot of things, fine-tuning things you need to know about giving an interview. That has been covered here. Okay, how you need to prepare for interviews, that kind of things has been covered. I have put it a videos which you need to listen, how you need to prepare yourself, how you need to engage, speak during the interviews, right? Beyond that, we have also covered a lot of technical questions, business scenario specific questions also we have covered, so that you can go through this one and you can prepare for it. So it is important you prepare for the interviews. The preparation is important. Preparation matters. When I need to jump into for the interviews, whenever I have a interview plan for me, I prefer to take a day leave to revise all my concepts, ready for interview in my room where I don't have a lot of disturbance, sit and give that interview. That was my preference because I was so serious to become SAP consultant. So I take the interviews very seriously. Now, boss, you have prepared for the interviews, but still you are not confident. So we have added one more product, mock interviews. And these all are digital products. You don't need any assistance. You go into this product, you can book your mock interview session. and there would be a mentor who would be taking your mock interview. It would be 30 minutes call, 20 to 25 minutes of your interview, and last 5 minutes they will be giving you the feedback. What are the things you need to improve? Whether you need to improve the communication, whether you need to improve the introduction, or a specific area of SAP master data configuration you are lacking, you need to go back, you need to explore those things more and improve your things yourself from there. During this process, you are available and you should go into the market. You should go yourself into the market. You can also consider first 2-3 interviews when you go into the market as kind of a mock interview for you. And a lot of people I have seen, they say that, sir, I have not into the market, I have not updated my CV. I said, why? You're preparing almost for a year. Sir, still I don't feel confident. I'm not sure that these topics I don't know. Boss, SAP MM is as wide that I can do a 500 hours of training on SAP MM. There's so much things are there. But to start your journey as a consultant, it does not need that every single field, every single configuration you should know. No. When a company implement SAP, they only use 15%, 10 to 15% of SAP MM module. That much of functionality they use it. So you need not to become a consultant, you need not to do each and everything. Many times when I push the people, they have given 1 or 2 interviews, they got selected and working as a consultant now. The only things they require is a push. Ki bhaiya, go to the market, experience the market. Don't get fear ki bhaiya, you will go into the interview, people will give you left, right, center, and then you will get demotivated. Don't get demotivated from a rejection. Each and every rejection is these ladder steps for you. Every rejection, you are going up. You need to make sure from your interviews, you note down the questions which you're not able to answer and prepare for them well. And even the questions which you feel you have answered, prepare for them also, that how you can better answer them. From 4th or 5th interview, you will find 50% questions are repeating. 50% questions are repeating, right? So don't hesitate to appear in the interviews, to give the interviews. Make yourself prepared well. Do the preparation well, but don't say that, okay, I'm not prepared. Whatever the date, the commitment has been done, the interview has been scheduled, you'll have to attend the interview whether you are prepared or not. You need to take that experience. So take experience from the mock interview, and at this time you're available in the market. Also give the interviews in the market and learn from you there. That is kind of a mirror for you. Ki bhaiya, what are the things you need to improve on? That you need to do. Then you can also, after that, you can prepare for the certifications from here. We have a mock test series available, which will help you to prepare for the certifications. So a lot of people have questions to me, why Parminder, you are putting this certification here? That also I say it's optional. Even you can do it here also. Even after the securing a job also, you can do the certification. Okay? Because you need to understand one thing, and people do the mistakes there. They are doing the MM training and then they start preparing for the certification. I want to be certified first. If I'm not certified, then I'm not a consultant. But you will see 60% of the people working are not certified. Certification is important. I recommend the certification, but your approach should be correct. I know people straight away running for the certification. If I have a certification, I am a consultant, I will get a job. No, you don't get it. Your knowledge is important. Second thing, if you can add the exposure of a project, that is more important than a certification. If you can add an exposure of a project, okay, from this, a support project exposure, implementation project exposure, that has 10 times more weightage than the certification. Okay, that's where basically the certification is optional. Without certification also, you can complete. A lot of our students has done. Okay, after getting a job also, you can do the certification. But during this journey as a consultant, or during your journey from starting and working as a consultant, at some point of time, you need to do the certification. I did my one certification, PP certification, when I was getting trained, and all other MM certification, SD certification, AATP, not AATP, sorry, Activate certifications, all the other certifications I have done while I was working it as a consultant. Okay, Prepare for the certification, but not that early. First, your hands-on knowledge and exposure to the project is more important than the certification. Then during this journey, we have also added some of the additional courses. These are the additional courses. But why we have put it these additional courses, it is not like that we want to give something, we want to make our bundle big. That's why we are adding it. No, there are the specific reasons. It has a specific resource for you, and you would be using it on the specific cases. I will explain you one by one why. Until this additional courses, whatever the things we are discussing, the link which my team is sharing with you, it's covered in that. These all courses are covered in a single bundle. Okay, and we are going to increase the price after a month because compared to earlier, we have added so much of content. Our content is now 30 to 40% more. This is SAP Step Up Circle, where you will find 200 plus hours of videos. This is not a course you need to start from top to bottom. No, this is the course when you are applying for the interview, and that in the interview, they need, okay, you are applying for a sourcing and procurement consultant, and we need also basic knowledge on Ariba should be there. Some knowledge on other module like finance should be there. You should be knowing some things related to finance. We are working on the MDG tool, some information you should have related to MDG. And that happens a lot when you are facing interviews in Europe, Australia, US. They are the very critical markets for the job perspective. It's not easy to get jobs in those markets. But with this approach, a lot of our students in US also have done it. They are becoming a consultant in US. Even with the big career gaps, even without having working for so many years, they have started in Europe and Australia and US also as a consultant. What happened for those interviews? They want you as SAP S4 HANA sourcing and procurement consultant, but they need other modules also. They don't expect a deep knowledge. They expect at least a business level knowledge. You would be able to have a discussion. You would be able to know what is module, what is function features. Those basic things you should be able to know it, right? You will be able to jump into it. I want to have the MDG. I want to have an overview of MDG. You will find a session on MDG in this. I want to have an overview of finance. You will have a session in this. I want to have a overview of another tool they want. They want to work me on Enable Now. You'll have an overview of Enable Now from here. They want to work me on Signavio. You will have an overview on Signavio. They might be asking me about the APIs you would be having here. Or you need to know the other things, how you need to keep yourself improving. With the new versions coming, you will find a video here. You will find a video here. How AI is impacting. How AI is impacting. How blockchain is impacting SAP. A lot of advanced topics. You need to search in this course. You will find the videos in this course which we have covered. So a lot of additional things. We understand sourcing and procurement is one thing, but you need to know a lot of other things to clear the interviews. All things we have put it here, packaged here in this step up circle, you will be able to search and go through it. Okay, so that is another product which ad hoc you need to go into it. Then we have SAP Server Access. Ki bhaiya, Server Access everybody gives. Why you created a product for it? We created a product for it because we have also added a videos here. What are the generic problems you face it while running into the system? Finance related errors comes, right? And then you get stuck. You will be able to find a videos here how to resolve those issues by yourself and proceed ahead. Those kind of videos, guidelines to use servers are available here. And it has so much of good videos, 30 to 45 minutes of videos are available. If you follow and spend your time in the system within 2 hours, in our system, you would be having your company code, your plant, your purchase organization, your business partner, your vendor, your material, and end-to-end procure to pay cycle running in system for you. That kind of videos are there to set up your system. I know a lot of experienced consultant also would not be able to do in the system, but if you spend the time here within 2 to 3 hours, you would be able to run end-to-end cycle with your data, with your configuration. That much of crisp, precise videos are available, which you can follow it and do the things from here. Then this is the new product. A lot of these things we are adding it new. These product we have newly introduced. This product we have newly introduced. Okay. And then this product also we have newly introduced, and we are enriching this product a lot. This would become a game changer that you will be, and still a lot of people, even after becoming a consultant also, they are taking the diamond membership from us. They are keep on enrolling for the course. They are keep on subscribing for the next year, because we are keep on increasing our content. For MM, we have increased the content like anything, and it will double it. In next 3 months, it will double it. We are creating a document library. We are creating a mind map and document library. Mind map we started last year. Now we are adding a lot of useful documents into it. So what has happened, as I say that, boss, I am covering this 40 to 60 hours, but content can be covered for the 500 hours also. There are so many scenarios. There are so many functions. There are so many configurations are there in detail, which there is no end, which you would be learning when you would be experiencing it, right? So if you're going for a particular interview and they are interested in the particular subject, right? Or when you're working as a consultant, you got stuck with the particular configuration or particular scenario where you need a detail, you would be able to jump into this product. And this is coming the way we have created. It's now coming very beautifully. And this is becoming one of the dream project from our side, which we want to give to the consultants, where they struggle it. Even after the jobs also, it would be able to help them. So let me give you a quick showcase of this product. Okay. Here also we have given the roadmap. These are the, you can go through this link to enroll for it. 240 pages free download also, you can get it from here. And the product which I'm talking about, this all is available. This all is available as a part of bundle. Mind maps and content library. This is what I'm talking about. First thing, this mind map would be very helpful for you. Okay. If you want to go into, let's say, the master data, purchase info record, what is there. So these mind maps would be very helpful for you. So you can see with the screenshots, the mind maps are available. You would be able to go through these mind maps if you're going for an interview and you want to quickly see in 1 to 2 minutes, you need to have full information revised in your mind for purchase info record. You can go through this mind map with the screenshots also available. You would be able to revise. Okay. And that's just pipeline procurement. You want to go through it. A quick mind map. What is pipeline procurement? Why it is required? With the screenshot. What are the things you need to do? What is configuration? How step-by-step process need to handle? What kind of movement types? Watch it for a minute and everything is refreshed in your mind. That is before the interview. You can go through this part. It would be very helpful. You would be able to answer a lot of questions which you think I forgot during the interview. But if you go through these mind maps, you would be able to do that. Although the best recommended things is create your own notes, create your own mind maps. That is my recommendation to you. You would be able to remember more. Then beyond this, what we are adding, let's say these are the parts are there. Field selection. How we can do the field selection in the material master, right? You know you want to know it. This is the documents we are adding it. Okay, what is the material master? What is the field selection? And then let me take you to the full screen of this document. You can click it here. You can enter into the full screen. How the material master field selection need to happen with the screenshots. Okay, what other things are available? What other priorities are available? Let's say this field, if you want to make it mandatory, what are the things we need to do? How, where the things you need to check it? Okay, which configuration you need to go ahead, where you need to do the configurations, going step by step, and making this changes, and then going back into the system scenario, again into the purchase order, showing you that the field is mandatory, changing the material type. All the things are detailed with the screenshots are available. And you can see here, this field is becoming now mandatory in the material master, right? Those kind of documentation, we are trying to bring it up here. Those kind of documentation, a lot of documentation, that would be a true game changer. You need information on a topic with the specific things, with the screenshot, you would be able to get it from here. Okay, so right now they have added the few things here, but only few topics are there. But you will see in a month we'll cross this 100 plus. Okay, price change MR21, how you need to do it. What is the price change? Why do we need to do it? That is there, and then you can also go ahead, go into the full screen and see that what is the price, what are the things you need to do it for the price change, how you need to do it, what is the impact. You would be able to go ahead. So within the 3 months, we'll go with the 100 plus documents. It is already added. Only thing is it is not published yet. Okay. And then within the 6 months, we'll be having 300 plus documents on the different topics on SAP MM, which you can consume as and when required. Okay. And if you have a time, you want to spend something, you can open one document, start reading it, trying to understand, grasping it. And you can also try to replicate from this document in the system. And I'm saying that MM is so wide. I cannot cover each and everything live, right? It's so wide. So what we are trying to identify how we to equip you with all of the resources so that you can become successful in this journey, right? That's where this is coming, mind maps and this content library is coming. Anytime you have time, just open this. Sastra Geek is one-stop platform for you where everything is available. Go there and enrich your knowledge.
Please refresh, sir. Same time, please refresh, sir.
Sorry, come again.
Can you please refresh? You will see the document.
Okay, you have published more documents. Okay, thank you, man. See, you can see the more documents here now. For the material types, okay, if there is a PRT material types you want to go through, what is this material type? We cover material type, but we cannot cover each and every material type going into the configurations, right? If I cover this, this course will be 5 to 6 lakh rupees, but still you need this information. So that's where you will be able to jump it here and find it out this for this specific material type, which is production resources and tool. What is this material type? For what purpose it need to be used, right? And what is the configuration under it? How the materials need to be created with it? What would be the impact? In the material type itself, you see so many documentations we have created, right? So go through this documentation and you would be able to help with this. You would be able to get a lot of help from this documentation. So I'm switching back to this one. Okay. So this is the course I was talking about. Do you feel that would be a game changer for you? If you feel it's a game changer, put GC in the chat quickly. Put GC in the chat if you feel that these documentation will be a game changer for you during your consulting journey. Okay, thank you. That's where you know that you will go into the other institutes, you will not find, because what we are focusing on, ki bhaiya, this guy has come to me, he came to me to become a consultant, what things I need to do for him? And we are keep on improving from last 7 years. If you will see our trainings 4 or 5 years ago, these things are not there. We are keep on improving, keep on adding, and the journey continues. I have one more dream project which I will explain you, which we started, which we went live last week, and one more dream project which will take another 6 months. A AI tool for the learners will come into picture. A lot of things we want to do for you, but let's focus on here. Now, this SAP internship. Now, this is not a part of the bundle, SAP internship. This is if you have your mastery bundle and excellence bundle, you buy it together, you get a chance to participate in our internship program. In our internship program, we put the people together, SD consultants, MM, PP, FICO, ABAP, and we create a project environment. I would be giving you a project, and this internship, you can do it online. You can do it while working on your jobs. We will requiring a 20 hours of commitment. We are not paying for this internship and we are not charging for it because we are not doing this work for any client. No client is working or paying for us. We are doing this for you. We are putting efforts for you, but we need commitment from you. We need a 20 hours of weekly commitment to complete the assignments which will be given in the project. And you should be a Shastra Geek student with the mastery with the 2 bundle access. Okay. If you have a 2 bundle access, this internship is complimentary. So this we have started after seeing this success in this product. People said that this is very good. We are able to get a lot of things, but Still, we have a little lack of confidence because what we want to jump into it with the hands-on. We want to create a BBP document ourselves. We want to experience the business, right? So we create a business. Right now we are working on RJ Cottons. Then earlier we have done with the Rathia Rubbers implementation. Before that we have done for healthcare. Next implementation we are doing for automobile company. So for that company, these are the projects which I have completed recently. Those examples we give it, we can fully explain you the business scenarios. What is business, what it is doing, what kind of product it has. First session, we fully focus to explain the business to you. From the second session, we start on where you would be basically asking questions. You will be going to the questionnaire. I will become a business. I will ask, you are a consultant, ask your question. What you need to know from me, this is kind of a fit and gap workshop to identify what are the gaps. Then you prepare a questionnaire and you ask the questions to me, right? Me will be there. One more guy would be there who would be acting a business. You will be asking the questions to them. Then you will be doing as is studies, to be studies. You will be creating process flow diagrams, BPMNs. You would be creating business blueprint documents. Then you would be going ahead creating your configurations, doing configurations. And these things looks very simple. Believe me, when you see that enterprise structure, company code, plant, purchase org, done, right? But when you will jump into this session, you will find it out how detailed discussions it is required even to finalize the enterprise structure. Even to finalize that one place, it's a plant or a storage location, that how confusing it becomes. How many purchasing group I need to create it. Many consultant answer that, so depend on the business. हमसे मत पूछो, हमको बता दो what we need to create it, we'll create it. Why you need to create it? There the discussions when you will jump into, then the eyes will open. Okay, what you know is only doing the transaction in the system, but behind it, why business required? What kind of consulting we need to do for the business? Unless you know the SAP MM, you are a technical guy. You need to also know how the consulting happens, right? This is SAP consultant. We call it consultant, but we don't get trained as a consultant. As a consultant, karna kya hai? What kind of discussions? How to pitch yourself? How to talk with the client? How to present in front of the client? What kind of questions you need to ask? Everything exposure, the live exposure, you will get it here. Then you need to prepare the RISE-FW list. You need to work on the function specifications. You need to work with ABAPer to get the function specifications done. During this, I found it that people are not able to understand in which form they need to give the information to the manager, to the ABAPer, so that they understand what they need to do it. You are working in a separate paradigm of a functional consultant. ABAP is working onto the coding. How to make that bridge? How to pass that information? That things you need to understand. Then going into the cutover, test scenario, test scripts, and completing a project. That is internship. Okay, a lot of people are getting a lot of benefit from internship. Even people without having any experience, they were able to convert as a consultant profiles by having this 2 to 3 projects exposure in the internship. They were able to clear as big as 3 hours of interviews also. If they can do it, you can do it better. And to motivate you, one product which I am not mentioning, but which is there, is the success stories. Success stories is also one of the product. It's also available in our YouTube also with free. We are not charging for it. Go and watch those success stories. If those people are able to do it, you can also do it. But those people have put it hell lot of efforts. They have shown a lot of commitment. They have shown a lot of consistent. It's not a cakewalk. I don't want to give any false dreams. I don't want to sell the courses कि भैया आ जाओ खरीद लो तुम्हारी जिंदगी बदल जाएगी. No, I don't want to do that. Your life will get changed. But if you will put the efforts, if you complete this path, and this path, only the people who have a lot of commitment, who have a lot of dedications, they would be able to do it. To increase the commitment and dedications, the last week, when is the next internship program? Post Diwali. We found when we have this festival season of Diwali, the people have a lot of things, personal things, and the assignments are not completed. So the next one we are starting post Diwali. So the another program we have started is 1-year program. We have went live with this almost 3 weeks ago. This 1 year program is specific. It is not for everyone, and it's a gated. Gated means you need to go with the interview process to enroll for this program, and this is only for our diamond customers who have a diamond membership, right? This 1 year program, we are looking for a 1 year commitment. We are looking for 40 hours per week of commitment. And in this program, you would be working, we'll be considering, here you are working with Sastragik solution. We'll be giving you a contract and we'll also give you the offer letters also, and you would be able to show your experience. This is very dedicated. This is very focused program only for the people who are not working. They have a career gaps. Okay, as of now, they are not working. They can enroll for this program. Freshers who have not started their working, they need some experience to go into the market. That is 1 year experience we are giving in this program. And in this program, once the 6 month is completed, we will also start monthly internship for you. Monthly payment also will be giving for you next 6 months. So this is very dedicated, focus program, people who are not working, who can give 40 hours a week. In this program, you would be having the learning, but there is more monitoring, there is more controlling, there are dedicated mentors are there for you. Okay, so you will be part of the Sastragik solution where basically we'll be focusing on you on the daily basis. A 15-minute call, you need to fill up your sheet. What are the things you have completed? What are the things you want to complete it next? Okay, those things monitoring would be there. After we see your progress, we'll be assigning you as a shadow resource with the consultant. You would be able to work with them. You would be able to understand their project, what they are doing in their project. Okay, so that you would be able to do it. And then we'll also start giving you some minor project assignments also to increase your exposure. Once we find it out that in a 6 month or 7 months you are in a good shape, we can share your profiles with the client. We will start sharing your profiles with our client, and you can also apply outside also. Once we say that, okay, you are confident enough, you can go ahead. We'll start sharing your profiles within the Sastragik. And if you are working in a Sastragik project for almost for 2 months, you have proven yourself, then we'll convert this offer letter into a proper consultant offer letter with a CTC given to you based on the project, based on the performance. The offer would be revised. You would be having a proper CTC from us, which you will be getting it. From internship, you will become, from intern, you will become a consultant. That is the thing we are doing. If you are not absorbed within Sastragik, you would be able to apply outside, where you would be going with 1 year of experience, okay, which is documented. All the documents are there. You have worked also exposure. We will be expecting at least you would be part of three projects, internship projects during this, which give you a lot of enriched experience. And beyond that, we'll be training a lot of things. We'll be working on your communications. We'll be working on your workshop skills. We'll be working on your another tools, right, which you require it. We'll be working on the office tools. That is another problem. Even people does not know if they are going out of office, what are the things they need to put it to make sure that the clear, all the teams are informed how the out of office need to be set it up, how to operate with the teams, how to operate with the office tools, how to generate these kind of good presentations which need to be presented. These all are part of the consulting, right? But people are not trained. I have seen in the projects, they struggle even to create a PPT slide. PPT slide is not putting the 5 points. I can put this in the 5, 6 bullet points, this slide, right? But I am presenting in that way so that it has a more impact. It get impression in your mind that you will open 6 month, 7 month after also. If you will try to remember this session, this is a diagram which will come in your mind, right? That is the articulation of the information and putting into the presentation formats. That skill set people does not have. This is a pure consulting skill set. So we'll be working on those kind of skill sets also to make you a complete consultant in 1 year. Again, not open for everyone, only for diamond customers through the interview process with the 40 hours per week of dedication will require. It will only suit for the people who are not working. Okay, this is a specific program for them. Very suit for the people who have taken the career gaps. Ravneet need the details of the diamond membership. Don't worry, Ravneet, team will provide you. They will send you. So this is how we need to do the SAP MM consultant journey. These all things you need to do it. Okay, these all things you need to do it. Now, what I would be doing, I will quickly go ahead and I will, now we came here for the SAP MM demo also. For SAP MM, myself would be there. Kunal would be there. Okay, we two people would be there who would be training you. I would be taking I would be taking the sessions on, if I'm not wrong, okay, I will tell you the schedule. I will be taking the Saturday sessions and Kunal would be taking the Sunday sessions. Okay, we both would be doing 50% from me, 50% from Kunal, you would be learning it, right? First thing you need to do here is attend the workshop. If you are already enrolled, you would be able to attend this 3 hours of workshop Saturday, and again we have a 3 hours of workshop on Sunday to boot you up for the things. And this would be most important for the people who are not working as a consultant. If you're working as a consultant, these workshops you don't require, but if still you can join it. You have enrolled, you can join. You will learn something new. I know even I learned, I was working 10 years as a consultant. Some navigation skills I learned very late. Okay, some navigation tricks I learned very late. Okay, so this is what we need to do. Now, before I introduce you to the Kunal, now let's jump into the MM section. Now, in MM section, first I would be explaining you a procure to pay process so that you understand the procure to pay process. Okay, and whatever the questions you are asking it, okay, whatever the questions, the next workshop, Remy, is in 7th this month. Make sure you are not directly putting it to me. Make sure you are putting it for everyone, because I have a team. Aman is there, Bhupender is there. They would be answering your questions. So before I introduce Kunal, Kunal will be taking us into the system to show the end-to-end P2P process. What I want to do is explain the P2P process. When I take that interview for the freshers, I just focus on P2P process. Bhaiya, you explain me the P2P process. Okay, and it is not the 5 minutes. I take 30 to 45 minutes interview only on P2P process. I can grill left, right, and center. People know purchase requisition, purchase order, why, when, where to create it, where not to create it, which reference document, in which business scenario. When all this question comes, blackout. That's where you need to have a detailed information on the business process. I will explain you the business process. Kunal will take you into the details of the system, and then Kunal will also take you to detail of our curriculum. Aman, I hope we have shared the curriculum link with Kunal, and he will be taking you through that what curriculum we have.
Yes, sir, I have shared with.
Okay, thank you for the confirmation. So to explain what I will be doing, I will jump into my OneNote. Gathering requirements. What is the difference? What is the difference between Nutshell and the workshop? Nutshell is a self-paced course. Workshop is live. Nutshell is a 10 hours. And the workshop will be, doing it. If you're not able to go through this prerequisite course, you can attend the workshop. And with the workshop, you will be ready for the course which we are starting it. Okay, workshop is a live and the Nutshell is recorded session.